My name is Ricky Pellegrino, and I'm the owner of RPM Landworks, and we're out of West Palm Beach, Florida. We started as a family company with 2 members, myself and my wife, and we tried to keep it that way. We have grown and then downsized. We usually end up with a seasonal employee base based on contracts. So we started as a landscape company. We were doing lawns, landscape, typical thing, and we found a need and a gap in the market in our area for this type of thing. I had some previous experience in my early years operating, and I used that and expanded upon it to create this company, RPM Landworks. And so far we've exceeded our expectations for right now. We've operated as RPM Landworks for 3 years now, and we're sitting here on a contract job, so this is right where I wanted to be. Currently we have a SK-170MX, which is behind me, with a DENIS CIMAF DAH-125 and a Supertrak 140, which is a 299 frame with a 140 horsepower engine with a 180D behind that. We got the very first Supertrak SK-170MX. Its nickname is Max, and I love pretty much everything about it. I have my hands in some of the features and design aspects of it. So we saw it on its inception. About halfway through, we decided to purchase the machine, halfway through it being built. Basically, they take a 313 carriage and completely repower the back end of the machine and build everything custom. So we're able to work all day. We don't overheat. Our hydraulic temperature stays exactly where it's supposed to be. Basically, it's made to be in the woods like it is right now. It has not left this area for at least 30 days now. It works every day, 8 to 10 hours a day without a hiccup. We put fuel in it, grease it, keep on going, and sharpen our blades, grease the head, and that's about it. As far as production goes with these machines, we're cutting right now linear, so we can expect to average roughly half a mile of both sides of a road shoulder per day, and that's in roughly 6 to 8 inches diameter breast type material and down. That's in a typical 8-hour workday. So what we love about the DENIS CIMAF DAH series is the tilt system. So it provides unparalleled performance. When you're able to cut a tree in the air and tilt your head, it automatically sucks up the remaining top, and we're able to direct mulch away from the roads so we can keep the roads clean. We do not have to come after ourselves and clean up on the roadsides. We have a door that allows us to control the mulch as well. So whether I'm cutting from the left or the right, I can control the spray of mulch and direct it exactly where I want to go. We use the Type 3 57 and the Type 3 3T, and the reason is that it's hard enough that it maintains its edge during dirt and soil contact. We have a lot of sand in our soil here, and our palms are very abrasive to the teeth, so we found that those will hold an edge most of the day. We're not rounding them over and decreasing the performance of the machine. We're based out of South Florida. We travel pretty much Central and South Florida. The vegetation does vary, but mainly we're looking at light, bushy, and stringy palmettos. That's our biggest hurdle. We have a lot of pine trees and a lot of invasive exotic vegetation that has taken over the area, and that's mainly what we're hired for. Our contracts vary from boundary line clearing to fuel reduction, and this one specifically is trail maintenance. So we're ensuring that vehicles can go by. A lot of these trails have grown over to where you cannot pass a vehicle, so that's what we're doing. We're opening them back up to 20 feet on each side so that vehicles, fire equipment, bulldozers, things like that, dump trucks can get in and access. So as far as invasives go, that's basically our company's expertise. We're hired specifically to remove the exotic and invasive vegetation. Throughout Florida, we have many types. We're mainly fighting Brazilian pepper right now. There's Melaleuca as well, and as you can see in some of the videos, it's light bushy vegetation, and soft palmetto is what we're cutting right now. So we have an exclusive contract to remove just the invasive species in this region. and we try and save all the pine trees and all the native vegetation that's here. Florida being so low-lying and susceptible to hurricanes, we battle them every year. We are a storm contractor, so we do get to clean up. Mainly, our focus is on forestry mulching with this equipment. These types of contracts, they're basically cleaning up after storm damage. So we're opening back up the roads and making sure that there's access for fire equipment and any vehicles that need to go by. They're still repairing roads from the hurricane damage, and it will continue to do so until we're done cutting. So as soon as we make access, they're able to come through here and regrade the roads out, put shell down, anything that needs to be done. The most unusual thing I would say is cutting behind a cemetery. We just recently did that this past year, and they stacked all their storm debris behind the cemetery, so we had to come in there and mulch all that. And needless to say, I did not work at night on that job. And I wanted to get out of there as quick as possible. Superstitions. We switched to DENIS mulchers approximately 2 years ago, and we really haven't looked back. Their production is unmatched. So that's where we gain. We get paid off of production. So we need the most productive head with the most productive carrier, and that's pretty much what we found in this combo. We exclusively use DENIS products now. So the main things with the mulcher, the cut quality is unmatched. We're making one pass and we have a finished product, whereas before with other carriers and heads, we've had to go over multiple passes. And being paid on production, we need to get mileage and linear feet per day to get paid. So DENIS has increased our production at least 2 times over the other manufacturers, and that's what we're really looking for. If you keep your knives sharp and keep everything maintained, you will have a massive production increase.